Hey y'all, Dallas McCade here alongside Joe Lasher from the Ingles Table. And did you know February 26th is National Pistachio Day?
Who knew?
Who did?
Welcome to the Ingles shopping list, and we're going to be making pistachio encrusted beef tenderloin with a red wine sauce.
Okay, this sounds amazing. It looks amazing. Let's get it started.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so Dallas, what I've done is I've gone to the Ingles meat department, and those guys and gals that are working at the department are unbelievable. This is a prime beef tenderloin cut.
Yeah,
okay?
and you know something about their meat department, it is a specialty department.
It's an absolute specialty.
Oh my gosh, when you shop at Ingles and you
Yep.
go and you just go, oh my, everything just looks so
That's it.
amazing, including this cut.
Well, I've trimmed it all up, and what we're going to do to start with is we're going to season it liberally with some salt and pepper, and I believe the salt's right behind there
It
too
is.
as well.
Let me grab that for you.
I'll hand that, and we kind of want to get it on all sides. Salt, pepper.
Oh yeah.
Really going to crust this thing up here. So again, just kind of up and down through there. Okay, so what we've done now is we've got this with the salt and pepper on it. We're going to let that sit for a few minutes typically. And what I've done is I'm going to move this over, and I've laid out a sheet of plastic wrap, and I've ground some unsalted pistachios to celebrate.
See, you say pistache, I say pistache. Well, tomato.
Yeah. Whatever, man. That's because you're a Yankee, you know.
A Yankee?
Yeah, there we go.
How about as southern as it gets? All right, so we're going to spread these out on the plastic.
Yes, we are. We're putting that out on the wrap. We're going to lay this right onto here.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to kind of go ahead and roll it like this. Get it nice and covered.
That looks
it's important
amazing.
That it's ground, and you can use any kind of food processor. I used a immersion blender with a food processor attachment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually wrap this into this plastic like this.
So the beef really soaks up the pistachio flavor. Yeah.
Now, typically what we would do is, and what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Okay. And then when we bring this back out, we're going to pull it back out, and we're going to let it come up to room temperature. So it's really important to allow that meat really soaks in with temperature. It fluctuates the juices inside of there.
Right.
So there is a method. There is madness to the method.
I've always heard about beef being room temperature, that it would make it taste so much better.
Yes, you let those natural juices, because it's in the fridge, it kind of contracts, just like when you heat it up, it contracts.
Right.
So what we're going to do is put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes.
All right, we'll do that, and then we're going to get it back out and get on with this dish.
That's it. At the Circle K.
All right, so we have our beef tenderloin out of the fridge.
Out of the fridge, we've let it sit room temperature, and we've got a hot pan heating up right here with clarified butter in there. Basically clarified.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Clarified butter is basically the golden, beautiful part of the butter without all the yucky fat parts of it. I don't know how a better way to say it.
And it doesn't heat up quite as bad.
It has a higher heat tolerance than just throwing a stick of butter in there.
Right.
If you've ever thrown a slab of butter in a hot frying pan and it burns and smokes up,
it turns brown.
Yeah, it turns brown.
It looks
So
terrible.
we want this clear, because what we're going to do is we're going to sear all 4 sides of this.
Oh yeah.
And sear basically just means...
Listen for the sizzle.
Yep, we're listening for the sizzle. And the sear just basically means we've got a hot pan, we've got that butter, and we're going to just get that crust, that pistachio crust onto that meat before we take it back and put it into the oven.
All right.
So we're almost there. We're going to sear one side, go into the oven, and then we're going to come back and make that mushroom red wine sauce.
It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so we have that beautiful piece of beef tenderloin in the oven right now, and we are getting ready to make the red wine mushroom sauce.
Yes, we are. So we've got a hot pan with some olive oil. We're going to put some fresh shallots in there.
Oh, yeah.
And talk about smelling this place up to make it, it's just going to be amazing.
It all smells so good.
Mouth watering. So basically what we've done is put about 4 ounces of mushrooms. We've got some fresh shallots diced in there, and we're just going to stir these around in that olive oil until we get the reduction in the mushrooms. You know, we want the onions to get kind of translucent, and the mushrooms to soften up. All right.
All right, so we're going to take.
I'm going to take these.
The shallots and the mushrooms out.
Yep. We're going to basically scrape that into the bowl without spilling as much as we possibly can, and right into this same pan.
Okay.
While it's hot, we want to pour that red wine into there.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
And we want to pour that beef stock into there.
There we go. Get the stock in there.
And the measurements are on the recipe online. And then we want to pour that. That's basically about
Yes.
a tablespoon of fresh thyme.
All right, put
We'll
that all
pour
in.
that in there, and I'm going to give that thyme a little stir. And all we're going to do is just let this sizzle. And we're going to take about 12 to 15 minutes for this to reduce down. If you've never done a reduction, it's okay. You will know
Yes.
when it's reduced
Yeah.
down.
A lot
But
of
it's gonna
times you
go ahead
can,
and just sizzle. You don't really want to boil it. You want to simmer it.
Yes, and like right now, you can really smell the red wine.
Yes.
But you kind of know when
It'll
it's
come out of it.
Yeah, it'll be gone, and
That's exactly right.
if you've never done this kind of thing before, so it's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
So what we want to do is we're just going to let this reduce down, and then we're going to come back. We're going to thicken it a little bit with
Yes.
some corn. In fact, we can go ahead and mix that
All right,
if you'd
let's
like.
do that.
What we're doing is we've got about another quarter cup of beef stock, and I've got some about a tablespoon of cornstarch. And cornstarch is basically just acts as a thickening
Yes.
agent. So this is going to reduce down. We're going to have that ready to go, and it's going to thicken that sauce. We're going to pour it, take it off the heat, put our mushrooms and onions back in there, and then put it on the platter, and go get the
And it's going to be
center of the
fantastic.
plate. Exactly.
So we are cooking the wine
Yep, we
out
cooked it down.
of the sauce.
In fact, if you can see into this pan, it's really reduced down quite
Yes.
a bit. You don't smell that alcohol, the wine flavor. You just kind of got the great aromas of what's left.
Right.
So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and
Let's put
put
this
that
in.
That was that cornstarch
and that's
that
going to
beef
thicken
broth.
up very
And
nicely.
all it does is just kind of thicken that up. I'm going to basically turn the heat off of it, and I'm just going to let it go. Let that
Looking
pan just
good.
kind of thicken that up a little bit. We're gonna let it sit. All right, so we've got that thickened up. Look at that,
Yeah.
nice and bubbly.
Oh, that
We're gonna
looks
take
awesome.
these mushrooms and those shallots, and I've got the heat off now. We're gonna put these right back in there, and we're just gonna kind of
Oh my gosh.
mix those right around. You
That
smell
looks
that? Oh my
amazing.
God.
Smells amazing, but looks amazing.
Yes.
And spooning it over this beef tenderloin is
We're
going
actually
to
gonna
be
make this a bed for that beef
incredible.
tenderloin. You watch what happens. So
Well,
I've
when
already got-
I'm eating my beef tenderloin, I'm going to be spooning it like gravy on top of mine.
You are a country girl. You're gonna sop that up, aren't you?
Yes.
So here we go. We're gonna take it and we're just gonna put it right onto this
Oh, yeah.
platter. And we'll get that in preparation for our beef tenderloin that's coming off of
Oh, that looks
out
so
of the oven
good.
in just a minute. So I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna go check the beef.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Yes. What we have here
Ah,
is a masterpiece. That's what we have. This looks
Look at this.
amazing. It's a pistachio crusted beef tenderloin that we seared in clarified butter, and then you put it in the oven. We
Yep.
have baked it. We've got this sauce ready. Now you can do the honors and
Well, we're gonna
slice
see.
this
We're gonna
baby
see what
up.
happens right here. We're
Oh,
gonna take
yeah.
this right down, just like this, and we're gonna have
Absolutely beautiful.
perfect medium rare.
That looks amazing.
Now then, what we're gonna do, take, place it right on our red wine sauce.
As I said before, this is a dish. Takes a little bit of preparation, but so worth it.
a level 3.
It is going to impress the guest.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. I mean,
Wow.
that is a piece of art. I hope that you have a very happy National Pistachio Day. Thanks for joining us today here at the Ingles Shopping List. We'll see you on our next episode.
Y'all be good, and we'll see you soon.